who's just been sentenced to 2 years in prison leaves Hillary in full meltdown. The old saying that says, "Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me," is very applicable in the case of politicians. For time immemorial, many politicians have been a scourge on society, harming it with dangerous legislation, irreparably altering faith-driven common sense laws that help protect society and blocking the ability of the American people to easily and reliably vote their conscience, instead using obtuse lawyer speak in order to attempt the defeat of bills and ballot questions that are popular in the public, but would strip politicians of one or another prerequisite or power. In the game of politics these days, the object is not to be open and honest and fill the public in on all the concerns that are gripping the country, but rather to distract, deflect, and divide the public so they are focused on a completely different subject than those which actually matter. Take, for instance, the election of Donald Trump, when it was clear that the leftists were completely smacked down off their pedestal and Hillary was not going to be sitting upon the coronation throne. They broke down into their most primeval behavior and rioted. Rather than actually report the facts, the fake news industrial complex chose rather to focus on Russia collusion, which they knew didn't exist. Now that the party of the jackass has been thoroughly and repeatedly defeated over the past near decade, starting in 2009, the cronies and the willing accomplices to all the scandals are trying to distract away from the onslaught of convictions and charges of inappropriate or criminal behavior by talking about the NFL taking the knee, the San Juan Trump-hating mayor, or the Las Vegas shooter. The occasion for the deflection? Anthony Weiner has just been sentenced for up to 2 years in prison for being a depraved pervert and sexual predator of minors. Conservative Tribute. His past history of lies and distortion suggests a dangerous level of denial and lack of self-control, they said, as reported by the Associated Press. The defendant did far more than exchange typed words on a lifeless cell phone screen with a faceless stranger, they added, transmitting obscenity to a minor to induce her to engage in sexually explicit conduct by video chat and photo is far from mere texting. Weiner's criminal conduct was very serious, and the sentence imposed should reflect that seriousness. It's hard to disagree with this logic given Weiner's sick actions, which reportedly involved him convincing his 15-year-old female victim to strip and fondle herself on the chat platform Skype. During an interview with the Inside Edition earlier this month, Weiner's victim described how her online conversation quickly devolved. "I just sent him a nice message, 'Hello, I'm a huge fan,'" she said, adding that it didn't take long for the conversation to become obscene. "I knew that it was going downhill really fast." The age of his victim is an even bigger reason why Weiner deserves to rot in prison for at least 2 years, though in an ideal world, he'd remain behind bars for 2 decades instead. Anthony Weiner comes from the old school of jackass party politics like Bill Clinton and John Kennedy, where it's quite okay for a man to commit sins of infidelity on his wife if he's popular, connected, or powerful. This has been an ongoing battle on the Democrat side of the aisle between John Edwards sleeping with his campaign aide and fathering her child while his wife was dying of cancer, and John McCain dumping his first wife and marrying another woman after returning from Vietnam and discovering that his wife was severely disfigured from a terrible car crash. Politicians have made a career out of being disgusting role models for the worst in society. These people need to leave the political scene and languish in their own self-pity and lies. It's no longer an option for the American people to have to shoulder the burden of their debauchery and despicable behavior. It's time to stop claiming victimhood, come clean, and exit the political scene quietly. They're already getting healthy pensions. What more do they want from us? They certainly won't be getting our sympathies. Absolutely. Disgusting. Disgusting. Even John McCain there too, coming out like he's all high and mighty. Yeah, look at these criminals. They should be in for more than 2 years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.